Remember, stay in your number zones, please. What school is it from?
This is 1940.
The students in this classroom in Spring ISD are studying history.
The older pictures a lot different than it is now.
Items like this may seem like they're from the Middle Ages to students who were born over 50 years later. But this history is close to home.
I've learned a lot more than I thought I would.
Oh, the spring article.
It has old photos.
This is all part of the Spring Historical Artifacts Project and Experience.
The idea was to take artifacts from the history of the 4 major high schools, the elementary and the middle schools, and also the founding families to develop an understanding of where we came from and where we're going in the future.
This is from 1949.
And what is the function?
The function is to inform them about the military ball.
Artifacts like old newspaper articles, yearbooks, school newsletters, and scrapbooks are being organized and inventoried into a database by the Wunchie students.
And there should be like a control number on there.
Now, this old newspaper can continue to tell its stories over half a century later.
If it gets lost, then no one will know their background.
DeWitt Middle School and Hoyland Elementary School requested that we send them artifacts so they can do a project-based learning activity where they're going to take the artifacts and learn about the history and then start interviewing local founding families through those.
According to this old newspaper, Spring ISD students were doing just that very thing way back in 1978. Over 30 years later, this article that recorded their efforts is now some of the history that is being studied by today's students.
And also copied over into the inventory tracking list for us, so we keep track of what school has what.
You want to keep up with history, like where your school was created. You know, what was it like back then? You want to keep the sources, the information coming. You don't want to just lose it, you know, because you won't know much about the history and you won't be able to look back and discover, like, now how did this come to be? How did this start?
The records created here and the projects at other schools inspired by these artifacts will help keep some Spring ISD history from fading away.